Hello friends, welcome to VOWIAS. Welcome to the discussion on daily MCQ. Today is 1st of April 2022 and now we are going to discuss 5 MCQs based on the current affairs. तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं. But before we begin, a small information. The PDF of the discussion will be available in our Telegram channel. The Telegram channel details are there in the description. You can go and download it from there. Right, now let's look at the first question. He was a freedom fighter who founded the Indian Home Rule Society and the Indian sociologist in London. He taught Sanskrit at Oxford University. He became the first president of Bombay Arya Samaj. Identify the personality. A. Veer Savarkar, B. Shyamji Krishna Verma, C. Swami Dayanand Saraswati, and D. Bal Gangadhar Tilak. So recently it was in news because Prime Minister has tweeted regarding this freedom fighter. The correct option is B. Shyamji Krishna Verma. So Prime Minister Modi remembered this freedom fighter Shyamji Krishna Verma on his death anniversary. He was an expert in Sanskrit and older languages. His deep knowledge of Sanskrit caught attention of Monia Williams, a professor of the subject in Oxford University. He was inspired by Bal Gangadhar Tilak, Swami Dayanand Saraswati and Herbert Spencer. He founded the Indian Home Rule Society, Indian House and Indian Sociologist in London. Verma became the first president of Bombay Arya Samaj. He inspired Veer Savarkar, who was a member of Indian House in London. He was a barrister in London in 1905, and he was barred from practicing law by the Inner Temple following charges of sedition for writing against the colonial government. So he is Shyamji Krishna Verma, who is a great freedom fighter. Now let's look at the next question. The second question. Sariska Tiger Reserve, sometimes mentioned in media, is situated in. Recently it was news. So remember, Sariska Tiger Reserve is in Rajasthan. C is the correct answer. Recently a massive fire broke out in this Sariska Tiger Reserve. That's why it was in news. Sariska Tiger Reserve is the tiger habitat that is spread over world's oldest mountain range, the Aravallis. It is situated in Alwar, Rajasthan. Currently home to numerous animals apart from tigers, the reserve showcases nature in its best form. And animals like jungle cats, the rhesus macaque, sambar, cheetal, wild boar, etc. are found here. Sariska also holds a variety of bird species including some winter migrants. It has a very high density of peafowl as well as grey francolin. The vegetation of Sariska corresponds to northern tropical dry deciduous forest and northern tropical thorn forest. So this is about Sariska Tiger Reserve. Now let's look at the next question, the third question. It's a previous year CSE question of 2012. So Lord Buddha's image is sometimes shown in the hand gestures called Bhumisparsha Mudra, and it symbolizes A. Buddha calling the earth to watch over Mara and prevent Mara from disturbing his meditation. B. Buddha calling of earth to witness his purity and chastity despite the temptation of Mara. And C. Buddha's reminder to his followers that they all arise from the earth and finally dissolve into the earth, and thus life is transitory. And D. None of these, both of the statements A and B are correct in this context. So we have to choose the correct answer, and the correct answer is B. Buddha calling the earth to witness his purity and chastity despite the temptation of Mara. So recently the Taliban regime in Afghanistan has said it would protect the ancient Buddha statues in Mesk Ayank. Buddha in Bhumisparsha Mudra is seated with his right hand as a pendant over the right knee, reaching towards the ground with a palm inward while touching the lotus throne. In the meantime, the left hand can be seen with palm upright in his lap. This gesture represents the moment of Buddha's awakening as he claims the earth as a witness of his victory over demon king Mara and enlightenment. So this is about Buddha and all the things about his Bhumisparsha Mudra. Now let's look at the next question, the fourth question. Consider the following statements related to Project Netra. First one, it is a joint program of DRDO and ISRO. Second one, it aims to develop highly potent anti-satellite missile. Which of the following are correct? A 1 only, B 2 only, C both 1 and 2, and D neither 1 nor 2. Correct option is D, neither 1 nor 2, because Netra is a project that is basically to track the space junk. So while the space junk is increasing and it is becoming a great threat to the space assets, ISRO is building up its orbital debris tracking capability by deploying new radars and optical telescopes under Netra project. The government also has given a go-ahead for the deployment of radar which will be capable of detecting the tracking objects 10 centimeters and above in size. ISRO has initiated a 400 crore project called Project Netra. Netra means Network for Space Object Tracking and Analysis, an early warning system that would help detect space hazard to Indian satellite. The project is expected to give India its own capability in space situational awareness, something that other space powers already have. India's space situational awareness would be the first for low Earth orbits under Netra. The agency plans on putting up a number of observational facilities, including connected radars, telescope, data processing units, and control center. The eventual goal of Netra would be to capture the geostationary orbit, which is reportedly seen at 36,000 kilometers where communication satellites operate, and high precision long range telescope in Leh and radar in northeast are being planned. This is about Project Netra. Now let's look at the last question. Report titled World Energy Transition Outlook 2022 has been released by A. World Economic Forum, B. International Renewable Energy Agency, C. IAEA, and D. OECD. So this is about world energy transition. So energy transition, that means how people are transiting or moving towards renewable energy, and also it is related, or it is released by, you can say, as simple as that. B. International Renewable Energy Agency. The International Renewable Energy Agency has released a report titled World Energy Transition Outlook 2022. The outlook sets out priority areas and actions based on available technologies that must be realized by 2030 to achieve the net zero emission by mid-century. It also takes stock of progress across all energy uses to date, which shows that the current pace and scale of renewable-based transition is inadequate. It provides in-depth analysis of two areas particularly relevant for decarbonization of end-use sectors, electrification and bioenergy. It also explores the socio-economic impact of 1.5 degrees pathway and suggests ways to speed progress towards universal access to clean energy. Global annual additions of renewable power will triple by 2030 as recommended by the IPCC Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change. The outlook sees electrification and efficiency as key drivers of the energy transition enabled by renewable, hydrogen and sustainable biomass. End-use decarbonization will take center stage with many solutions available through electrification, through green hydrogen and use of renewables. High fossil fuel prices, energy security concerns and the urgency of climate change underscores the pressing need to move faster to clean energy. So these are the 5 questions of the day. And before I leave a small information, we are providing summaries of Vision Prelims test series, monthly magazine and mains test series. You can subscribe to them at discounted prices. The details are given in the Telegram channel. The samples are also given. You can go and check it from there. That's it guys for today. I'll see you again tomorrow with 5 more MCQs. Thank you and take care. Jai Hind.